I'm going to show you like how to use Paperpal to do some specific things. So firstly, we'll start with how to use it to email professors. Let's say you are working on a research and there's a professor you want to work with. How do you go about it? So let's come here. Let me start like from the beginning. So this is the first screen you see. What you should do here is go to generate. And when you're on generate, you go down to email and fill out this section basically. Okay. And I will do this with you so that you can see how it's done. So I've written the details here. So I can say the professor's name is Dr. John Nash, for example. I'm making this up, okay, for this example. And he's a professor of epidemiology. Here you could write your own name and your role. And then in the purpose, you need to give Paperpal a bit more details about, I mean, you need to like write why you're writing. You need to insert some text here so that Paperpal can understand your query. So just to tell you a bit about it, I break it down into 3 categories. So I start with an introduction. I do an introduction write-up. I do a purpose, and I do a request write-up. So this is basically my prompt. So my introduction is I'm a postdoc fellow working in infectious disease research. This is all made up, by the way. I no longer work on infectious disease research. And then the purpose is to work on a research project with them. You found their work on Ebola research in children insightful as it closely matches your interest. And then the request is for a meeting. So after you've given Paperpal this information, just click on generate and wait for it to do the magic. Can you see this part? So it's actually writing the email for you. And this is a very specific email. So you can copy it, paste it here. As soon as you have pasted it here, you can see the format. It did exactly what you asked it to do. Introduce yourself, express your interest in their research, and then requested a meeting. And then again, you can go and edit this as well further. You can rewrite certain things here. You can change certain things. But at least this has saved me so many minutes when writing my emails to people. And so instead of like if I was reaching out to 5 people, it will be much faster for me. So they say those who don't use AI will be left behind. This is exactly what they meant. So let's go forward now to another use. So before I go forward, there are other uses. So let's say you're doing a study and you want to recruit participants, meaning you want other people to join you, like you want to reach out to participants to take part in your research. This is a use which has nothing to do with plagiarism because you're just reaching out to them, asking them to take part in your research. So you could quickly use this email feature to do that and save time. Secondly, if you're writing emails to patients or you're writing emails for jobs, or you're providing recommendation letters, you could use the email feature here very easily. Anyway, let's go to the next feature now, which is on writing a cover letter. Okay, for a journal. So I have another tab open here. So let's say you're submitting your article to a journal. As all of you know, when submitting an article to a journal, in addition to writing your manuscript, you need a cover letter where you write the purpose of, you summarize why your article or your manuscript is important and make a case for it to be accepted. And this doesn't get screened through plagiarism at all. So it's all about communicating clearly. So it's good to use this tool here to do that for you. So let's say you're under here again. You go to this section. You go to this section. You go to generate, and then go to email the journal. There are various things we can do here actually, but we're doing the cover letter part. So write a cover letter, and let's say the editor's name is Dr. William Baker or William. I just made up these names, and I have a title here which I've already created. And Amina also showed you how to create titles from your text, so I won't go over that. And then let's say this is Journal of trauma science. These are all made up, okay? Just for the purpose of this demonstration. And my author details are here. So as for the details here, there are two things you can do. You can put some text here to show what your study is about, or you could just paste your abstract. But I have something written here, which is, which is what was unique in my study, and I wanted to do the the text for me. So it's saying 50 words max. So I will just reduce this for the purpose of this example, and then ask it to generate. And again, it has written that for you easily and quickly, as you can see here. So all you need to do is copy this text again, bring it here, and then use it, okay? And you can edit this, improve on it, do whatever you want to do with this, make it more unique, etc. The last use is for grant writing. And I won't go over this because it's similar to what Amina showed you. You basically, again, coming back to this flow chart, whenever using AI, whenever using new words, you need to verify the source. So if you're writing the methodology section of the grant or the introduction section of the of the grant, always start with the PDFs or the prior publications that you're reading to build your case on. Annotate your text or choose your text and use those texts to generate your ideas, okay, basically, and then paraphrase them, rewrite them. Always keep your references. This should be references so that you can know exactly where this text came from and where I pull this text from and the reference for it, okay? So I will come back here to stop my screen sharing. Again, to conclude, journals up to 94.3% of the top 100 journals allow use of generative AI, and I expect this policy to reach 100% usage over time. And most journals allow you to use it to improve language and writing, but they recommend that you use it with human supervision. And secondly, whenever using generative AI, always know your sources. Don't let it write on its own. You can't just go to the tool and say, write a literature review on a topic and let it do its thing. Never do that because it won't fly. You have to supervise it. And I just showed you a few ways of how to supervise it. You using your text from PDFs, building your ideas and helping it write it and improve language for you. So in summary, writing a paper should no longer be a barrier for you. You can easily do that using tools like Paperpal. Thank you for the attention.